Greetings, Diecast Racing fans. No, I didn't get that wrong. And also, greetings, RC fans. So today, we've got a crossover video, one that covers both sides of my channel. And given the fact that this video is going live in the start of December, some people are starting to think about Christmas presents. Which is why, when I saw this Hotwheels RC vehicle, on sale in B&M stores, I thought I'll purchase that. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, welcome to Sharky's Garage. Thanks for coming along and watching. Don't forget to do the usual things like, comment, subscribe and stick the notification bell on. And let's get this thing out of the box. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got here. So, we have got Hot Wheels RC ready to go with the rechargeable battery included. In fact, it has everything included. So it has the two batteries for the controller as well as the battery for the car itself. It is looking there, well, it's a gigavolt battery pack, which has got 5 cells in it. So 5 times 1.5, or actually it'll be 1.2, so it'll be a 6-volt rechargeable battery pack. Interestingly enough, we'll lead on to some other things that I'll talk about a bit later. It is 2.4 gigahertz, full function, up to 12 kilometers an hour. It might actually be honest in that. I don't know how fast it is, I don't know how good it is, but I thought I'd give it a go, and the body's pretty slick as well. Drift action, so it's a drift, it's got a locked rear axle, I know, because I've been in the box and charged the battery up already. It came from B&M's, which are toys, well, it's a multi-purpose store. They do food, they do clothing, they do all sorts, but they also do toys, and it's where I pick up a lot of my Hot Wheels from, and it was £30. It's been made by Bladez Toyz, and it's called the Gator. Now, I believe there was an earlier version of this that was released a few years back that was more of a buggy body as opposed to a car body. Looking at the back. So, it shows that it can be recharged from multiple different resources. It shows a little bit more about the car. It shows a really good look at the body, which I think is pretty slick. It also has some interesting ways that the body posts are fixed on. Then on the bottom, it's got the usual stuff. He says flipping it over. Trying to get this done quickly. So it's got a 6-volt, 600 milliamp nickel metal hydride. So I could try it with a 7.4 lithium ion because it has a JST connector, very similar to, or the same as what WPL use. So I could try it with a lithium ion. I could also try it with the lipo, the small 2S lipos that I've got, which go with the WPL D12. Controller looks nice, takes 2 batteries, 2 1.5s which are included. Usual warnings. So let's get it out of the box, Sharky, and stop gas bagging. Right. Box put to one side, and we got down to the carton. I'm going to break into that in a second. But we'll talk about this bit now. So it's got a USB charger. You can see there, it's got the JST connector. It is 6 volts, come on focus, 250 milliamp hour. So with a 600 battery, you're talking about 2.5 to 3 hour charge time. So that's that. It has the instructions. Hot Wheels Gator 2.4, showing where the direction adjustment is, where the battery sits, where the on and off is, and all of those bits. Usual stuff there. It's got lots of things in many different languages. Right, let's get this out. Let's get this out and look where we are from there. Quick interesting look underneath. You need a screwdriver to take out these 2 screws which are holding the car in, which I'll do in a second. You will need a pair of scissors to cut this here. and then you've got sellotape down at the front there. Right, I just stopped the video so I could take a thumbnail, which may or may not work for the thing. So, battery pack, gigavolt USB energy pack. So there's five 1.2s to give you 6 volt, 600 milliamp mAh, with a JST connector. Connects with that. That's been charged up, ready, so I can pop that in a minute. 2 of these, which need to go in the bottom of here, which Tom Lee will like. Quite chunky in the handset, so that's good. Good place on the bottom here for me to attach my camera mount to, and good for one-handed driving. I seem to have a spring return, so I don't know whether it's proportional or not. We'll find out in a bit. Obviously it's got the Hotwheels RC, Mondo motors. I'll put the batteries in there. Screwdriver, and took out the screws from underneath, which I'll keep because those little plates might be useful for something. And here's the truck itself. Truck car is very light, so don't think there's any metal parts on this, but it does sit nice and low to the ground. Because look, there's my hand, sideways on. So yeah, it's quite low. We'll see how it goes. We'll take it outside in a bit. I'm going to pop the battery in, and then we'll talk it over a little more. So you will need a screwdriver because there is a screw here, but it is a hinged battery compartment, which is quite a nice feature, so you don't necessarily lose that. Another nice little feature, it does say the details of the vehicle underneath here, so it means if you have got multiple cars, you know which it is. I'm guessing that the reason the screw port is here is to make it a little bit of a safety feature, so that if it's been given to children, they can't take the batteries out and play with them. You need a screwdriver to take them out. Right, I'm going to talk briefly about batteries. This is the one that comes with it. It's a nickel metal hydride 6 volt. This one is a 7.4 volt lithium ion out of my MN99, which has the same connector on it, but due to its large size will not fit. These are the ones out of my WPL D12, which are 500 milliamp hour, 7.4 with a 10C charge rating. They will fit in here. So that is an option to run if you want to run an upgraded battery on it. So I'm just going to put the battery pack in, seal it all up, and then we'll talk everything else over. Right, battery installed. It's still turned off at the moment, so just give you a look on the underside. So we have got fixed rear axle, no suspension, got an interesting post through that everything's attached to. We'll look at that from the top in a minute. Look, you can see here where it had, let's get an angle, originally the buggy body. Let's turn that up a little bit. Yeah, so you can see here where the original buggy body was. 2-wheel drive. Stunt team. It has got a fixed rear axle. So yeah, quite basic, but it's got a nice body. It's Hotwheels. We'll see how it runs, and we'll see what happens, possibly not in today's video, but next time. Take it to the skate park, see how it runs there, and then see what happens if I put the 7.4 in it to give it a little bit more punch. So yeah, beautiful body. Interesting the way that the body posts are mounted. So there appears to be like a lock collar over the top of the posts. I don't know whether they've been seated properly or whether they go up or down or quite what. I'm going to have a look at that in detail off camera. But yeah, nice Hot Wheels logos. The body's really, really pretty. It has got some sort of protector on it, I think. Decals are nice. The sides have got these clips in. The tyres, well, they're quite hard. This is a toy, pure and simple. So yeah, no foams in the tyres. It's designed as a drift truck, but we'll see what it does outside. And say no suspension, so it'll jitter over stuff. It's quite large. Yeah, I don't know quite what else to say. I like it. I'm just going to pause it there, and I'm going to grab one of my 1/10 scale to put beside it. So there we go for a size comparison. That's it alongside my FTX Ravine. You can see when you look top down, wheelbase roughly the same. This is a bit shorter. If we put the middle of that tyre to the middle of that, it's a bit shorter. It obviously sits a lot lower. Right, let's power it up. So as always when powering things up, always power up the controller first so you don't get a runaway. Oh, there's no on off switch, that's interesting. Right, yes, so no on and off switch. So you just pull that and that triggers that. Turn this over, turn it on. That's now bound. Okay, so right, so it's non-proportional steering. Right, let me pop this on something so that I can run it. It's later in the day, so I haven't actually got a cup of coffee at the minute, but appears to be quite fast. We'll see what happens. Obviously it's not proportional, so I need a bit more space to run it. I'll try it on the kitchen floor and then we'll take it outside. Right, let's see how it runs here. I don't know what sort of traction it's going to have. Turning circuit's not great. Oh. Right, let's take it outside and see what we've got there. Right folks, weather's not the best out here, but it is November. So see, that turning circle is not the best. I may have to go and get my fixed mount, see if I can get some jumps on this. So if you're going to turn and flick the reverse throttle, it doesn't quite work the same forwards, but if you're going forwards and then flick the reverse throttle, you can get it to flick the back end out. Nearly rolled it back. Weather's not great. So this is very much a toy. For £30 off Banggood you can get stuff that's far more capable, like the little 1/24 scale drifter, but it's not 1/10 scale and it's not Hot Wheels branded. Whether some of the smaller Hot Wheels branded stuff is better, I don't know. But it's definitely got something. Don't know what sort of terrain. It's too big for indoors, but maybe a skate park might suit it. Maybe a big flat tarmac car park. I'm going to try and get some jumps. I mean, there's little to no point in me testing it on the height climb gauge. You can hear that because it's... Sorry, this is difficult to set up. Right, so let's try 1 inch. Yep, does the 1 inch okay. See what happens with 2 inches. No, can't do the 2 inch. Okay, so what I'll try and do is see what happens on the gravel. It can do gravel, but obviously no suspension. Yep. So it's not really great on gravel. Tarmac's going to be your best bet for this thing. And what we'll do is we'll stop this segment here and I will try and get some jump shots for you. Right, we're going to try and get some jump shots for you. If I don't keep flipping it over. Because of its plastic construction and lightweight, it does mean it is fairly hardy. It's not going to do a lot of damage. Flat out now. Jump square, we'll try one more and then we'll call that it for the day. I mean, it's fun, I'm enjoying it, and I'll probably be enjoying it more when I'm not filming. Sorry you've got empty screen at the moment, I just need to set it up. There it comes. See, my driving, even when I'm not focusing on the filming, is not the best. Right, let's go all the way up here. Turn it around. Right, one going the other way. Unless it's absolutely flat out, doesn't really jump. Right folks, that's it for today. Not something I'm going to recommend buying. Unless you've got somebody who is an absolute Hot Wheels nut. We'll see what happens when I take it to the skate park, and we'll see whether putting it on 7.4 volts will sharpen it up. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.